Hello again, everybody. In an earlier video, I discussed color psychology very briefly, but here I'd like to go into it in a little bit more detail. This is a PowerPoint slide presentation that is in your classroom in, I think it's either week 1 or 2 resources page. And I'm going to go over these informative slides with you to talk a little bit about the importance and relevance of the different colors to psychological ramifications. Now, it's very important in any kind of visual communication to understand your audience and how they think. So, a knowledge of basic psychology is something that you'll draw upon time and again when working with graphic design or really with any visual communication. And so, color, being one of the most important aspects of visual communication, is really helpful to know about how different colors are perceived and responded to by your audience. And so I'm going to go over the basic colors and how they kind of engender certain responses. And this is information that you probably already know subconsciously because you've looked at colors all your life and you have developed reactions to them. But this is going to act as a bit of a reminder and a clarification of how the colors are perceived and how you can use them to best effect in your own work. Now, color definitely matters. Tests have shown that people do tend to dwell upon a colored image much longer than a black and white image. So if you're trying to sell something or to persuade somebody to do something or to inform someone, a colored image or color use is much more powerful than black and white or grayscale. And this is helpful to know if you've got a lot of visual competition in what you're presenting, such as a package on a shelf, for instance. So color is a great way to go to communicate. The first one we have is one of my favorites, of course, primary color blue. And we see blue a lot every day. It's in the sky, it's in the water around us, it's calm and cool, generally speaking. It's used to symbolize the natural world. It's environmentally friendly. Some cultures can perceive it as a religious color. It is, of course, a wonderful color for bedrooms or for rooms in which you want to be calm. Many hospital rooms are painted in calming blue or green shades to calm people down. Blue is very versatile when you tint and shade it. When you go to a dark, rich navy blue, you become very strong and very dependable. So it is a wonderfully balancing and grounding color to use. Now red, one of the other primaries, is very different, of course, and red has a range of emotions. It can be associated with love, more of the passionate kind of love. It is obviously a hot color, so it can suggest heat. It can be joyful. It can be powerful. Note the red tie, the red power tie. And being the color of blood, it can also be dangerous or violent. So red really can run the gamut. It can imply danger. Our stop signs are red to call our attention to it. Red can raise the blood pressure. So it's a color to be used carefully, but can be very, very successful if used correctly. And red is one of those colors too that changes its personality entirely when you tint it up and make a pink out of it, because pink is very different from red. It can still indicate love, for instance, but more of the romantic kind of love and less of the passion. So red has quite a range of emotions associated with it. Yellow, another primary. This, of course, symbolizes heat, warmth, the sun, nature. It's a cheerful color. It can actually create light because it reflects so much light. Great used in dark rooms, and it's wonderful used as a complement to other colors. It can also, however, be an alarming color. Notice that hazard sign there. Mixed with black, it draws your eye, and it can be a real warning color. And yellow can be, if you go more towards the green side of yellow, you can become a little sickly. Think about hurricanes and toxic colors. Yellow can be dangerous that way or alarming that way. So again, it has a wide range of personalities, and when used in this wonderfully warm orange tone here, it implies heat, but also nature and just a beautiful natural look. Green. Now, green is a secondary color. It is a mixture of yellow and blue. So now we start getting into a really wide range of emotions that can be expressed by using this color because it is a secondary and a mixture. Obviously, we associate it with nature, grass, trees, plants, and the environmental awareness movement uses green a lot. Green, of course, in our culture is the color of our currency, so we can also associate it with abundance. So it has kind of a wide range of positive attributes to it. As I said earlier, the yellowish green can be fun, like this inchworm here, but if you get too yellow, it can become sickly. Overall, though, the tendency about green is that it's healthy and natural and a really positive color to be used in different design ideas. Orange. Now this color is enjoying a real popularity lately. I see a lot of it on the internet. I see a lot of it in fashion, in interior design. It's a really nice combination of yellow and red. And it's not as intense as red, but it's warm and friendly. It has the cheerfulness of yellow, but it's got an interest to it. And you can see how beautifully it pairs with black on those butterfly wings there. It's used a lot more than it used to be in interior design. Dining rooms stimulate, the warm tones stimulate the appetite. It can be a beautiful interior color. It looks especially good with its complement blue. It's a fiery color, and it's also been associated with creativity. So a fun color to explore. Next, we have the last rather secondary color, purple or violet, the same name for this, two different names for the same color. And this is a really intriguing color. Some people say it's their favorites. Some people don't care for it, but it does have a wide range of moods because it can go from red to blue. And you'll notice that the iris and the grapes are both purples, but they have different feelings because one is redder and one is bluer. When you lighten it up, it becomes a lavender, which some people like and some people don't. It actually is a beautiful pale neutral that can be used in a wide range of applications. Some cultures consider it a spiritual color. In Hinduism and Buddhism, there is a study of chakras, which are energy centers in the body. There are 7 of them, and they are each associated with a spectrum color. And the purple chakra is the one on top of the head, which is closest to the spirit. So it's considered a very spiritual color that is really revered as an honored hue. We also associate purple with bravery. The Purple Heart is given to heroes in our services. It's considered the color of royalty. It's considered, since it's the last color on the visible spectrum that we can see, it's considered in some ways to be the highest, if you want to think of it that way. It has a wide range of moods, and its complement is yellow, and you can see the fish here is a beautiful example of the complementary colors. The last color we're going to look at is brown, and this is one that has kind of been maligned in the past as being kind of dull and dirty and stodgy, but it's becoming more popular. And I talked about the UPS logo in an earlier video, and with a rich, dark, chocolatey brown, you can have a wonderful sense of earthiness, dependability, wholesomeness. It's an honest color. And think about rich coffee beans, wonderful dark chocolate, beautiful dark wood. It's actually a fabulous neutral color to use if you want something a little warmer than black, and yet still have excellent contrast with other colors. We associate it, of course, with wood, which is very grounding and very balancing. So brown is something that's becoming more revered or more respected in the graphic design world, and I encourage you to consider the use of the beautiful brown ranges that are available to you, particularly paired with other colors. Next, we have some fun factoids about color. I didn't get these, but you can certainly, rather I didn't find these, but you can go online and do some research on your own about some of these facts. I did not know, for instance, that pink has been known to calm prison inmates. I find that a little unusual, but I guess studies have been done to show this. And some of these are pretty known, like yellow evokes cheerfulness. things like that. And red and blue calming. Red trim is used in bars and casinos because it can cause people to lose track of time. Now, that's an interesting thing. The few times I've been in a casino, I've particularly noticed how bold and dramatic the carpeting is. There's always some intriguing, usually warm color on the carpeting of casinos, and I think it's so people will be stimulated and want to linger. Interesting fact about casinos. So, lastly, I'm going to share this website with you here. I'm not going to play the video, but this is a animated website, mariaclaudiacortez.com. Go to the site, and it's an animated presentation about basic color theory done in a very whimsical, fun way with these little colored characters that walk around and do different colored things. It's a lot of fun to take a look-see at this and explore color further. So as you develop your knowledge about psychology of your graphic design audience and how color can really work to help deliver your message, I'm hoping you'll be excited to keep on exploring and learning more about it as you go. Enjoy.